I'm back. Rhodes Rants for the Matrixx and Rhodes show, and for these purposes, Rhodes Rants on Star Wars. The Book of Boba Fett Episode 1 premiered this morning. I have watched it twice, and I got to tell you right off the bat, I am pretty disappointed in the first episode of the series. I thought I liked it a little more than I did until I went back to watch it the second time to collect my notes for the series' first episode premiere, and I found myself, for lack of a better way of putting it, bored. I really liked the first 24 minutes of it, and the last 15 minutes of it, I found myself, if I'm being honest, fast forwarding on and off through the last 15 minutes. Yikes. Not a good sign, considering this should be, or is going to be a limited series. It's supposed to be a limited series, but this series and Obi-Wan both have rumors that they could go longer than just one season if the reception is great. And there were some things I loved about it. There were. But there were some things that felt odd, out of place, drug along. And you guys know I'm a huge Boba Fett fan. Massive. My third favorite character in the Star Wars galaxy, behind Han and Chewie. And, boy, compared to Mando Episode 1, this was not great. Not great. I originally said it was good. Now, not so sure. One of my big things is always going to be rewatchability, of which I found out when I had to go back to watch it again. This had none. I was like, wow, this sucks. So, disappointed. I am. Now, just some things I did like. Obviously, the opening shots. Kamino, Boba going and holding Jango's head in the helmet from Attack of the Clones. Great. Obviously a great throwback to the prequels. My favorite scene in all the prequels was Jango Fett fighting Obi-Wan Kenobi on Kamino. I love that scene. And I love the follow-up scene where Obi-Wan and Jango is chasing Obi-Wan in the Slave One. So that was very cool. Now, the escape from the Sarlacc pit. Again, it was cool and it was awesome, but it seemed rather short, abbreviated, uneventful. I was shocked by that. Number one of the things I wanted to say was, where in the hell were the rest of the skiff guards that got killed or got thrown into the Sarlacc pit exactly? Where were they? We look up, he turns on the light, and there's one sad-ass stormtrooper that's been in there probably since A New Hope. And he goes and grabs his oxygen out of there. That was cool. It was. But it didn't make a lot of sense that was the only thing you could see in there. I was like, wait, didn't like 25 skiff guards fall into the Sarlacc pit? And they certainly haven't been digested yet. Just saying. Or maybe they had. I don't know. It is interesting that a stormtrooper was in there with armor on, right? Even though their armor is not exactly Beskar. So maybe there's some kind of a quick digestion for actual, entities that isn't covered in armor. I don't know. Just some slam dunk things that they did get right. Of course, the cinematography, the imagery, the score, the effects, all flawless. All flawless, right? The Jaw was taking his armor. Makes a lot of sense. The Tuskens taking him made a lot of sense. Now, one of the things that is very concerning as I watch this is this child Tusken Raider, which became very annoying very quickly. And there is a trailer out there for this where you see someone on a speeder bike, a girl, a long-haired boy, I don't know, and I pray that this is not a major influence or character in this series. But I'm concerned it's going to be. I could tell right off the bat, not a big fan. The other thing that I'm going to come right out and say here is, Disney, I noticed what you did here. Okay, you've done it before. This is something I made a video on when Rhodes rants on Star Wars. It was one of the stories that I came out with, and I broke on there, is the fact that Disney had made changes to characters, and I understand they want to sell merch. I get it. But at the same time, there was heavy speculation, heavy rumor, whatever, that there was a reason they were doing this, and it was because they didn't fully own the merch rights to the old PT and OT characters. So you were seeing changes in design in order to be able to make full amounts of money as opposed to sharing a percentage with George Lucas. Well, did anybody know the brown attire the Tusken Raiders are randomly wearing now? They changed the look of the Tuskens. Didn't appreciate that much. Okay? They've changed the look of Boba, by the way. He's wearing that Tusken robe underneath his armor. I don't hate that. Don't have a big problem with it. But damn sure noticed it. Performances, Ming, Tamora Morrison, great. Okay? I mean, that's slam dunk things I don't think we had to worry about. Loved the scene between the mayor's representative and Boba Fett. I thought it was very good. Mayor's representative had just that right amount of smart assiness to him that's going to probably get his ass murked at some point, and we're going to be happy when that happens. Okay, so that's good. Good character development there. Obviously setting up a feud. Something between Boba and the mayor is coming. I assume the mayor will be the bad guy in this. We don't know for sure. We haven't met him. The Gamorrean guards, great. Once again, a change in the look. Damn it. I mean, come on. But they were good. They were very cool. Very cool to see Rodriguez threw in Max Rebo from Return of the Jedi. And also the Cantina player from A New Hope, that kind of species, playing the guitar was very cool because it was very El Mariachi, very Desperado-like, and I'm a big Robert Rodriguez fan. That was a good throwback, a good nod to the El Mariachi trilogy, Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Those three movies I absolutely love, of course. Now, something that Mr. Matrixx pointed out, and I didn't know when I first watched it, it really didn't bother me much. But then upon second viewing, I've got to admit, it felt weird, it felt out of place, to the point that I actually fast-forwarded through the scene the second time. The random Star Wars ninjas. Where the hell did that come from? Okay, look, I'm not going to sit here and say that they're not ninja-like entities in the Star Wars galaxy. I'm not going to be that close-minded. But I got to tell you, didn't love that fight. And during the second viewing, I didn't love it so much that I actually fast-forwarded through it. Not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. So, that sucked. That sucked. Again, rewatchability is big for me. I've seen every episode of The Mandalorian multiple times at this point. Some choice episodes, man, I probably watched 10 or 15 times by now. This will not be one of those. Dave, Robert Rodriguez, Favreau, boy, it's got to get better. I hope it gets better. I won't quit it. I will watch it so I can give a review. But there better be some gems, especially if it's a limited series. The creature fight at the end, Goro from Mortal Kombat shows up. And I was like, what? And I understand this is an obscure creature from the Star Wars universe. I get that, the Star Wars galaxy. But it just didn't play well with me on the screen. I could have done without it. A lot like that episode. I really liked the episode with Cobb Vanth, Timothy Olyphant of The Mandalorian, Season 2. But that ending situation with the Tuskens and that creature, I didn't love that either, okay? So, I got to tell you, I was looking forward to this so much. So much. Third favorite character ever. Boba's back. He's going to kick ass, take names. And out of 5 stars, I'm giving this thing 2 stars. Yikes. Yikes. I got to be honest, this was far and away. I never really seen, now I haven't seen everything Rodriguez has done. But most of everything I've ever seen him do, I've really liked. I have. And I'm sort of shocked by this after the tragedy episode of The Mandalorian that he did that was epic. I watched it again last night. It was epic. But there were some things about this I just didn't love. And I've got to tell you, the lack, and for lack of a better way of putting it, I'm going to put it like this, the lack of a ending money shot. Okay, the IG-11 standing next to Mando, Grogu reveal at the end of episode 1, not to mention the great gunfight, okay, getting there at the end of episode 1, but the lack of a epic ending money shot in this, I mean, I actually fast-forwarded through the credits. I thought, is there an end scene where Han Solo's going to show up, or Dengar, or Bosk, or something epic's going to happen? And no, nothing, zero. And I was shocked by that. I couldn't believe it. And I was disappointed by it. For something that you would thought would want to launch with a bang, didn't. 2 out of 5 stars. Didn't expect that from Rhodes Rants, I bet, folks. But I told you, I'd be honest, and if there was something I didn't like, I'd take every product, every episode on its own accord. Episode 2 may knock it the hell out of the park, okay? Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire style. But this wasn't it. It wasn't. Tell me what you think, Matrixx and Rhodes fans. Damn it. Really? 2 out of 5 freaking stars? Disappointed. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.